Hey, welcome to The Loop. This week we're talking about the importance of grandparents, and we've invited Dennis Ray here because there's a fine line between leadership and manipulation,
Yes.
and we're going to use you here. Because what we're going to talk about today is in order for me to do a good job, in order for Brandon to do a good job at raising their children, we need to be able to get out with our spouses so we can have a healthy relationship. So we need a date night. So grandparents out there, I just want you to listen to Dennis Ray today, and he's just going to preach about the importance of freeing us parents up so we can have a date night, so we can stay healthy, and why that's important for our marriages and for our children.
Well, we're going to talk about Ephesians 5, and of course that's where you're going to go when you're talking about family. First, I want to say that verse 21 says, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ, but we're going to drop down to verses 32 and 33. It says, this is a profound mystery. I have been talking about Christ and the church. However, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and his wife must respect her husband. If my children are going to be successful in their relationships, I need to help with that relationship.
Yep.
I need to take some burden off of them, allow them to have romance in their marriage, intimacy in their marriage, and give them opportunities to do that.
Yep. You know, I think about what are the keys to a healthy family, and I absolutely believe that it starts with a healthy marriage. And so, you know, in a day and time when money's tight and all couples seem to be living paycheck to paycheck, probably not doing a great job of managing their money, finding money for dates is one thing. Finding money for dates and a babysitter is another thing. And so all those grandparents can step up and say, hey, I want to invest in a relationship with my grandchildren, and in doing so, I want to invest in your marriage by giving you guys some time for a date night. This isn't a time for you to go shopping and for him to go fishing. This is a time for you guys to go spend some time together to develop a marriage relationship. And I believe that what happens is when that marriage relationship is really, really strong, it creates an environment of security for the kids, but it keeps both a mom and a dad in the life of those children so that the child grows up with both the perspective of a male and a female in their home, which is a perspective that is desperately needed as kids navigate difficult and different issues in their lives.
Exactly right. The hardest part for me is I have a set of grandchildren in Madison, Mississippi. I have a set of grandchildren in Denver.
Yeah.
And Jeremy alluded to it earlier. You know, the distance creates a hardship there.
Yep.
I'm going to say this to grandparents in the church.
Yeah. You
might not have grandchildren here, but you can help a couple in the church.
Yeah. That's a great point, you know.
By just reaching out and saying, hey, look, let us take your kids out for an evening and you guys go enjoy yourselves.
Yep.
You know?
That kind of stuff goes a long way, and it's just practical advice that helps a marriage relationship get healthier and healthier in times when they really need it. Because I know that when we had young kids, those were some of the most difficult years in our marriage. And so trying to figure out how do we manage the home, manage our money, manage the kids, and find time to invest in our marriage with one another, that was hard. But the next generation or the older generation can actually help by investing in the marriage and freeing them up in that way.